Hello again, and welcome to the second part of our Google Quick Wins using Google Forms to support teaching and learning, provided to you by the EdTech Demonstrator Consortium of Hambleton Primary Academy, Ribblesdale and High Furlong. Just to give you a bit about myself, my name is Michael Goldie. I'm a teacher at Hambleton Primary Academy in Year 5, and I'm also an EdTech lead. I'm very passionate about education and technology, and I've been a teacher for about 10 years. Okay, today we are going to look at using Google Forms. Now, in my previous video, we looked at how to use Google Forms for assessment purposes, using it in homework, for arithmetic and for comprehension, and even giving newsletters out and getting reflections from the children. Now I'm going to switch away from that, and we're going to look at how you can create administration forms and using them for parental feedback. One thing we've found at the moment is that during lockdown, that a lot of the stuff we used to send out, especially things like medical questionnaires, they were all done through paper. Now, that's not really possible anymore because of the spread of COVID, etc. And everything really does need to be online. So we had a bit of a light bulb moment. And what we decided to do was that we were going to change from using paper methods, and we were going to move on to using Google Forms to collecting all that information through a medical questionnaire. So I'm going to show you that. And not just that, we use them for getting parental consent for photos as well. And it just collects everything straight away. And my business manager is very happy with me for doing it as well. So obviously, because it saves a lot of time. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick live demonstration of what we do, and hopefully that might give you some quick wins about what you could possibly deliver and bring into your own educational establishment. So I'm just going to share my screen with you now. And as you can see, hopefully my screen should be shared. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go onto www. No, I'm not. I'm going to click on the little array up there, and I'm going to go down to Forms. And as you can see, here are all the forms that we use within school. They all come up down there. We use lots, like I discussed before. Here are some of the reflection logs, some of the arithmetic. These come up with the most recent ones. Now, one thing that we do use, as I said before, is we use it for consent, and we use it for medical information. So what we did is we pulled everything off our paper forms, and we simply put it into a medical consent form. It's absolutely wonderful, and it saves so much time, and you can get a quick breakdown of which parents have not filled it in and which haven't, and then you can quickly collect it all together instead of chasing for paper and holding the paper around everywhere and then having to put it into a spreadsheet. So the child, as you can see, the parent would fill in all the information about their medical history. Really gives you a good in-depth idea of what they need, like you would if you had at the old paper copies. And then once they've filled in all of those details, so you've got stuff there about, you know, if they've got if they've had the polio shots, tetanus, etc. And then once they've filled in all the details, they sign it by just typing their name in, putting the date, and then we get their address details, and they simply just click complete. Once that form's completed, it holds all the responses back of house. And the beauty of it is once you get all those responses together, you can simply click on there. It creates a spreadsheet and puts all that information into a spreadsheet, done for you, ready. You've then got all your information saved on a computer and not having paper copies anymore. The next thing, what was I going to talk about today? We were also going to we've looked at these questionnaires. So we're going to look at parental questionnaires and how to get feedback from parents. So one thing we did during lockdown was that we went and got feedback from parents about what our remote learning offer was like and if the parents enjoyed it. And it's great evidence if anyone ever asks us about how remote learning went for us here at Hambleton. So once again, I'm just going to share my screen with you now. And by doing that, I can then go back into Google Forms. So if I click onto the array up in the corner again, go down to Google Forms, and then just by going down here, you'll see we have a selection of our Google Forms that we've set up. And I'm just going to go down and show you the one that we completed here. That's not it. Bear with me. Let's just go down. Okay, I think it's this one here. So as you can see here, this is what it looks like, and we send it out. This was our Hambleton Primary Academy Remote Learning Feedback Survey. This is just a copy. It's not got any of the responses in. So they put the child name in relation to the child. How do you think you're getting on with distance learning? They filled all this information in, and then back of house, we collected all the responses. And out of the 220 responses, we could then confidently say that 94.7% of parents were happy with the remote learning offer that we provided during lockdown. It's a great way of just gathering that evidence and, you know, supporting anyone. If anyone does ask for the information, you know, later at a later date, you can just give them that and show them what you've then provided. Okay, thank you very much.